Hello everyone and welcome back to Fire Emblem 6. It's me, NBZ, I'm back. I know, it's been time, you know, always with the excuses is me. But it's a new year, it's a new day, and it's a new dawn. It's a new life, it's a new Arcadia, so let's fucking play chapter 14.
After Roy rescues Cecilia, he obliges Sophia's request and heads into the Nevada desert. According to Sophia, her village Arcadia is located in a hidden oasis. The village is under attack by Burn, and Roy believes their aim to be the dragons said to inhabit the village. The Lycian army moves quickly to Arcadia, but a sandstorm impedes their progress.
Real fuzzy going on here. Real fuzzy in the sands. Alright, well we're straight into it. No nonsense going on. So I'm gonna have to pick my units and figure out what I want to do. So I'll do all that nonsense. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright everyone, I'm ready and raring to go. I have brought along these merry fellows. Some people who are necessary, some people who you might be like, why are you bringing Lilina? She's maxed out level and what's she gonna do? Well, there's a guiding ring on this map, which is very useful. This is also a desert map, which we can have a look at all across. You've already seen this as it panned, but you know, desert maps in Fire Emblem GBA games have a tradition. What is that tradition? Well, that tradition is there's hidden shit in the sand, and guess what? We need a thief to get it, so that's why I bring Astor. Melody's going to be helpful for ferrying him around, and as little or as few, should I say, mounted units as possible we're going to have. And I'm going to put these guys all the way up here so they get the best chance of starting to move across the map. Because let me tell you, this map is relatively big and I want to cover some ground. Also want to put Rutger down here, reason being is he's going to be on cleanup duty, and I think aside from that we're pretty good to go. I think that everything is lining up, so let's save it one more time, pop it in, and let's kick off chapter 14. Hurry, Faye. Follow this path and find a place to hide. Can you make it? I'm tired. Now is no time for complaints. Go, or Burn's soldiers will find us. What happened to Sophia? I don't know. She may have been captured by Burn's troops. But if Burn catches us, then we can see the outside world. Faye, no. The Elder strictly forbids communication with the outside world. Oh, please. No. I do wonder how Burn found out about our village, however. Perhaps it is related to the ominous force Sophia detected in the soldiers. What? Ah, sorry. Now is not the time for that. Faye, over here, hurry! I want to see the outside world too!
Zeiss, has General Narshan arrived yet? He sent some sellswords and dragons, but the General himself isn't here. What on earth is he thinking? How does he expect these sparse troops to tip the odds in our favour? King Zephyr must be notified about the dragons living here. Zeiss, go to Aquelia and make a report to His Majesty. What should I say? Tell him that dragons do indeed inhabit this village. The captive tells us there are even divine dragons, the most powerful of all. Go quickly. Yes, sir.
This is a fierce sandstorm. Yes. These sandstorms have always protected our village from our intruders. I can imagine that most who wander into this mess would give up quickly. I can barely see my own dialogue behind these fucking grains of sand, let alone an arm's length ahead. In which direction do we move? Head to the northwest, but... Yes? There may be objectives covered by sand blown about by the storm. Please, watch your steps. Well, there we go. We get Sophia popping out to help us. Let's take a look at her real quick. She is a shaman. Level 1. A flux, and guess what? She's level 1 right now. Not going to be useful at all. So she should probably get rescued by someone. Although, I don't know. I think she can probably hold her own as long as I'm careful. I just don't want her to be out there doing nasty business and screwing things up. But we shall see. Should all be fine. I'm going to pop Astor out here because straight away we've got a talisman, which is very useful to have. And I'm going to rescue... Actually, no, I'm not going to rescue with Melody yet. I'm not going to get on that beat for a little bit. first things first, I'm going to start moving my units across. Both of these mounted healers I'm bringing along, but I'm keeping Saul here so that he is useful for a little bit. Gonna bring Melody over here, have Dorothy pop her head up, and Shauna kind of help out in this arena as well, while Lelina follows suit with these friends, and Deke and Roy can kind of bundle along. Now Rutger down here, he's going to be doing most of the work for a lot of this. Ooh, not bad. 21, I'll take it. Not sure why I have the Horse Layer equipped, probably from the last map. Should get rid of that so I'm not wasting it on wyverns, because I should have something a bit better to deal with them with. Oh boy, coming straight at Dorothy. No mercy. But guess what? I'm the Dodgems right now. I am the full-on Dodgems. I do not need any of your shit. So Dorothy, sidestep this man and steal Bohm for some harsh punishment. This really should not be allowed. Look at what he's doing to you. Just trying to take you out, take you down. Don't have it. Don't stand for it, Dorothy, I swear. So, I don't know what to talk about this episode, apart from, hey, guess what? They announced another Fire Emblem game yesterday, which is partly the reason why I'm doing this, because I'm like, oh my god, I just got really jazzed to play some Fire Emblem again. They announced another 3DS game, which literally no one saw coming, and if you say you saw it coming, I'm sorry, but you're just lying. They're doing a remake, a full-blown remake of the second game in the Fire Emblem series, which I guess, like Mario and Zelda and Metroid and Castlevania and all these series, it's a bit of a weird one, is the second game in the series. It's Fire Emblem Gaiden. Gaiden, of course, meaning side story in Japanese. And that's exactly what this game was. It was a little bit off-kilter, a little bit weird. And I believe it takes place, like, simultaneously, different events with the first game. I don't really know about that, to be honest. It might just be a completely different universe. Just making up shit. But, yeah, I mean, you know, my weakness with Fire Emblem is I really don't have a huge amount of knowledge of the old Japanese games, because, of course, they never came out here, and they're all Japanese. There are ways to play them. I've downloaded ROMs of Thracia, and I think Genealogy before. I've never got far at all with either of them. You know, and that's because there's UI stuff that I think is very archaic about them, and is kind of hard to get into these days. But hell, they're gonna remake the whole thing, so that's real great. The thing with Shadow Dragon was, like, there were many problems I had with Shadow Dragon. It didn't feel like a full-on remake, in the sense that, you know, there are many elements that still felt old about it. Least of which, or most of which, I guess, is the art style. The graphics in Shadow Dragon, possibly the ugliest game I've ever seen in my life. That's an over-exaggeration, of course. But, like, if we're talking about games that, you know, mainstream appeal, like, okay, Mighty Number 9, I guess. Look, I'm not gonna... There are plenty games with real bad art styles. But, at the time and place... Are you fucking kidding me? See, this is what I'm annoyed about. I think I have restore ones, though. When I was doing this the other day, I did not, so... Neither of these ladies has one. I'm gonna have to get Saul to do it. Jeez, just give all the work to Saul, why don't you? As if he doesn't have enough to do on his own. I put him down here to try and help out with these guys, but it seems like Dorothy has this on her own. She doesn't need any help. She is, she's killing it. Quite literally killing it. All the dragons, dodge them. Dodge them, dragons. It's Dorothy, the dodge them dragon lady. So I'm going to drop him there. I'm going to wait. And let's get Rutger to equip the steel sword, because he's not going to need anything else, really. Look, he gets a 40% crit chance with a steel sword, okay? Like, that's not even fair. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about it, Echoes. So that's another interesting thing about it. It's called Echoes, but it's got a subtitle which is Shadows of Valentia. Interesting because Shadow's Shadow Dragon, you know, that link there, is cool. And the thing with it is, like, they could spin this out into a whole sub-series of Fire Emblem of remakes. which I imagine they're gonna do now with how fucking popular this series has somehow become in the last, God, however many years it's been since Awakening came out, 2013, I guess. They've really been going for it. Oh, don't sleep, Sophia, as well. See, at the very least, I have a restore wand, and God, this should hit, because it's 53. If this dodges, then fuck you, game. No, okay. Yep, just gonna stick with that. Everyone's just falling asleep. Beautiful. Not that this is helpful at all, because I'm not getting any experience with Saul for using a restore wand, so probably should give it to, like, Clarine, although she's level 15 Valkyrie already. She's already tearing through people like no tomorrow. So, Steel Blade. But yeah, so as I was saying, they could go back and remake, say, Genealogy. They could remake Thracia. They could remake this game. They could do a double pack with 6 and 7. Oh shit, I got the boots. Nice. Okay, sweet. So, boots is one of the items. I might pop up on the screen at some point the map of where the items are, or if not, I'll leave a link in the description if any of you, for some reason, are playing along with this and want to get all the items. Oh, shit! I fucking did the same thing I did I sent my weapon back. Not that it matters at all, because Astor really is not here for anything except for collecting the goddamn items in the sand. That's all his job is. Like Rutger's job is to stay down here and murder men. So yeah, I think a lot of people were predicting the Radiant Collection was going to happen, which that never happened, and it probably will happen at some point, but I would be real down with that, for sure. Playing Path of Radiance was like, man, this game's real good, and I want to play the other one, t'other one. Yeah, I really need a magic user to take on this Mana Cat. There's no reason to use anything else. I think I'm just going to leave it there. As much as I would like to have the EXP, should I say, I would rather just leave it. And not die. Not die horribly. So, I think I haven't mentioned about this map. It's very important that you do this map in a specific way, because okay, first of all, I need to get all the items which are scattered in the sand. Second of all, I have a time limit. In 25 turns, I will not be able to unlock a Gaiden chapter, an X chapter, as I mentioned. Gaiden, side story, still being used in these games. I won't be able to unlock one of those if I don't do it in under 25 turns. So I have to do it in under 25 turns while getting every item on the map, while keeping this lady, Sophia, alive. So, multiple objectives here, very interesting to balance it all out, and kind of a clusterfuck, if I'm honest. This is a hard map. It took me a lot of time when I first played this game. Continues to be a bit of a pain, but I think that my situation, especially with these characters I have right now, is much more solid than I have on my other file, or in other situations where I've played this game before, so I feel relatively confident in being able to pull this off. But we'll see, you know, spanners can be thrown in the works at any time. So anything is indeed possible, as is indeed the majesty of playing these video games. Oh, look at that. Shit. I just got the silver card. I didn't think that would happen, because I've done it before where I've dropped him. Oh no, he didn't get it. Milady got it. Wow. Well, that's why that was weird. I was like, why? That's not the mechanic. When you drop, you don't instantly get that thing. And I'm right, you don't instantly get that thing. So, there you go. Interesting stuff. Okay, so there you go. We've got 3. So there's one down here, there was one in the middle, the talisman, and there's one up top, which is the silver card, which is a very important item. If we take a look at it. Special card that reduces the cost of all items by half. Oh, wondrous times that we live in. All items reduced by half. Great stuff. Alright. So let's restore the shit out of Sophia so that she can actually move again. Very useful. So we kind of get across this map with some efficiency. Some efficiency, I say. Yeah, just cracking on through. Deke, I forgot that I had managed to upgrade him. But he is proven to be a useful asset for sure. And it's nice to have Cecilia on board just for the extra added healing benefit, even though she's slow as shit, as slow as frickin' Clarine is. But you know, we've got to have some healing on board. Okay, just want to make sure that everything is a-okay on this front. So a mistake that some people might run into is like deciding where to go down here. This corridor is it's kind of a doom state, I would say. I think if you go down here, you're gonna have it a bit rougher. My advice is to go up the top and go round the top, because you're not gonna get around these sand drifts. So usually it's a safer route to take, and I think you'll be better for it. So that's what I recommend. Usually works out. Hopefully works out. Alright, so we got Mercenary versus the upgrade. I was looking online the other day for GIFs of the hero crit, the GBA hero crit animation for my stream. Couldn't find a good one. Something about it like, it's way harder in this day and age to find Fire Emblem crit animations from the Game Boy Advance era. And I don't know if that's something to do with the fact that Awakening came out and all these other games came out that kind of changed, even with this, because I'm holding someone, this is annoying, something that changed the way that stuff was delivered on the internet, where I can't find what I want anymore, but I don't know. In any case, I just want to find some good animations, you know? It's my favorite thing about the GBA series. The best thing about the GBA series, honestly. Okay, and I'm going to drop Dorothy there. Okay, so we got some nice guys lined up here too. We can pick off with Dorothy potentially. But I do want to inch our way up here and move our way forward with our main units. Alina follows swiftly behind, and Sophia can go there. Asta will pop him over just to get maximum distance on the rescue, and then we can move back again. Okay, sweet, good stuff. And Rutger is just still going to stand down there. Now here's the thing, he has a vulnerary. Okay, I might as well pop a vulnerary actually, just in case. He's not going to get hit by literally anyone, but you know, it's better to be safe than sorry, I say. It's always my mantra. Safe rather than sorry. Most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Okay, here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to drop Astor right here. Okay, beautiful. I just wanted to get a kind of vague idea of if I could move into this space safely or not. And looks like this is going to work out because I can hand axe. And that'll kill him if I hit. It's a question. Oh, I missed the second one. That is gutting. That is gutting. I can, however, dive in with a dive bomb from Shanna with a slim lance to cap it off. So we're okay. We're okay. Things are not gone south just yet. And in fact, they're going more north because we're up to level 3. Beautiful stuff. Falco Knight. Shanna. Cracking through the dawn. Okay, so she is at the mercy of one of these guys with the steel sword, which isn't terrible. It's not a bad situation to be in. Useful for me to longbow him, maybe. Ooh, that could be useful. It is 63% hit chance, though, so I'm not getting the best percentages. I'm just going to go and do this guy. Just pick him off, might as well. Just take him down with Dorothy. Make my life just a bit easier. I do love Dorothy as a sniper. Just the orange bow and everything. It looks really nice. There are certain individual sprites that stand out, and you can tell, like, oh, that's that character. As opposed to, like, sometimes, you know, sages will look the same. And especially paladins. Paladins especially always look the same. You know, Alan, he could just as well be, you know, Ford. You know, he could be. Because he's red, and he's a paladin, you know. There's just not as much distinction, whereas I think like Dorothy, Rebecca especially as well, something about archers maybe that more distinctive. Oh, hello boys. Maggie.
My sweet, did you see that group heading right into the desert? Yes, Rose, I most certainly did. They must be headed for the hidden village said to be near here, Maggie. Bless my soul, Rose, I believe you may be correct. But my sweet Maggie, we wouldn't want to get lost in the sandstorm, would we? Of course not, Rose. Then we wouldn't be able to find our way home. Do you think we should give up on the village then, Maggie? My dear Rose, you forget the rumors say there is great treasure in the village. Well, we certainly wouldn't want to miss out on that, would we, Maggie? Of course not, Rose. Would make us far richer than ambushing travelers has. But I don't want to get lost, Maggie. My dear Rose, hear me out. We need only follow closely behind the group we saw heading into the desert. That will ensure they lead us right to the village. What a wonderful idea, Maggie. And once we reach the village, we can thank them by marching their heads in. Marvelous, my dear Rose. Let's be off then, shall we, Maggie? Why, certainly, my dear Rose. Then, let's waste no time, my sweet Maggie.
Well, they're back. Same as ever. Desert map. Of course. Pick the destination. Always hot. Always sunny. Always Jamaican. Always. Eternally. Eternally throughout Fire Emblem history. They are Jamaican. And it has been said and it has been done. And it will continue to be said and it will continue to be done. That's the way it is. Okay. Alright, well, I think I'm going to leave it there for this episode. We're in a decent place, actually. The only thing is Rutger is down here, about to be getting destrolished. Or will he be doing the destrolishing? We shall see. And we're pretty set to go. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time in the next episode of Fire Emblem 6. Until then, goodbye.